Okay, so we know that China controls 90% of the world's rare earth magnets, the heart of EV motors. With 30 plus shipments stuck, 4.1% EV market share at risk, and prices soaring. Can India's EV giants and startups outmaneuver this crisis? Let's hear it from the two leaders rewriting the rules. Today we have with us Mr. Mahesh Babu, CEO Switch Mobility, and Mr. Uday Narang, founder of Omega Seiki Mobility. Welcome to this debate. All right, so my first question is for you, Mr. Mahesh. We know that e-buses and trucks use a great amount of rare earth magnets per vehicle. With 30 plus shipments stuck and limited inventory left, what's your plan B if China doesn't relent?
Yeah, that's a very important question. Do buses and trucks really rely that much on rare earth minerals? And if they do, how should we handle that dependency? See, from my experience in the smart mobility space, I would say we need to approach this with a clear phased strategy: short term, mid term, and long term. Let's begin with the short term. Right now, there is no denying it. Rare earths are essential for electric motors, especially in heavy duty commercial vehicles. But the catch is, most of these minerals are sourced from a handful of countries, and China leads that list by a huge margin. So, in the short term, we need to be smart about diversifying our supply base. Countries like Vietnam, the US, even Australia, they have reserves. And we need to actively build those partnerships. It's not just about access, it's about securing a stable supply chain that's less vulnerable to global disruptions. Now, coming to the midterm, and this is where it gets a bit tricky. We can't just cut China out of the picture. They have built scale, efficiency, and dominance over decades. So we'll have to find ways to collaborate where it makes sense, whether that's through trade agreements, joint ventures, or strategic sourcing. There needs to be a plan that balances our interests with geopolitical realities. And finally, the long term, and I really want to emphasize this, it's all about self-reliance. We have to invest in R&D, domestic exploration, and more importantly, build refining capacity right here in India. This is a massive opportunity. We're talking about creating end-to-end capabilities from mining to magnet manufacturing, all within our borders. As someone from South India, I can tell you the potential in regions like Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka is immense. With the right push, these states can become powerhouses for clean mobility and critical mineral processing. So, to sum it up, in the short term, we focus on building diverse and reliable sourcing. In the midterm, we engage strategically with dominant players like China. And in the long run, we put our full weight behind making India self-reliant in rare earths, not just as a buyer, but as a producer, innovator, and exporter. That's the roadmap: practical, forward-looking, and necessary if we want to future-proof India's position in the global mobility ecosystem.
Thank you, Mr. Mahesh. As you rightly pointed out, that the short-term goals would be figuring out the alternative sources for the rare earth magnets. I would like to hear, Mr. Udayanand, your opinions about it now.
I completely agree with what Mahesh said. That three-pronged approach of short-term, mid-term, and long-term strategies makes a lot of sense. But I want to add something here. For me, as someone deeply passionate about creating a cleaner, greener future for the next generation, I actually see this rare earth crisis as a trigger, an opportunity that accelerates our innovation timeline. That said, let me be very clear. This journey towards self-reliance in EV manufacturing, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And like any marathon, it demands patience, persistence, and a strong sense of purpose. At Omega Seiki, we've always believed in dreaming big. Our goal has always been to become fully self-reliant, not just for the sake of independence, but because we truly believe that India can become the world's largest economy. And we simply can't do that while depending on others for critical materials. In the short term, yes, setting up alternate supply chains from places like Vietnam or the United States might cause some delays in vehicle rollouts. But honestly, these are the kinds of challenges that get real entrepreneurs fired up. We've made significant investments in local manufacturing, and that gives us full control over quality, over cost, and over scaling operations exactly the way we need. Now let's talk about the reality. Cost spikes due to rare earth shortages. Of course, it's going to impact margins. But at Omega Seiki, we made a conscious decision. We're going to absorb that cost, not pass it on to the customer. We're here to build a brand that stands for resilience.